everyone, welcome in. We're going to do a collective reading and see what's going on collectively. I just did all of the combination element signs today, so if you missed those, I just finished up on them and they're in the live section of the video, so or the of the channel, and you can find those videos. So all right, let's see what's going on collectively. Thank you, sweet Yehovah Elohim. I appreciate you so very much. I thank you for the truth. Look, if anybody is able to help out in any way, shape, or form, then all my information can be found down below, or you can go into the community section and just scan for help, for shelter and food. I have money for shelter for the next few days. It's food that I need. Okay, I'm needing somebody to come and rescue me, folks. Still, okay. I'm really needing somebody to come up in here and rescue a person who's being oppressed on purpose, who has been hit off for the mob, who has been dealing with nasty people that are infiltrated with demons. Okay, and it's quite the shame that a person is getting up on live camera and trying to get some help from officials, and people are just sitting there. And you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. You just have to move forward and let us see what God's going to do within it. Because there are some people that literally need to go to jail for what they've done to me, and there are other people that are doing the same thing to other people just like me, and we all need to gather together one by one and go help those people that are in those silent wars, that are secretly in their home like me. I don't know what those people are doing, but I just get on my camera and I work for Elohim while he's working a thing out for me. And we need to take down this monster, whoever the person thinks that they are. They're a monster, folks. They're a monster. And I don't have to put up with the monster to sit here and need food and shelter and somebody trying to take my rights away. I can't, I have been in this room since I spent all of my summer here, all of it. I don't remember the last day that I actually worked when my vehicle finally, I couldn't drive it because I mean I can drive it, but I can't. I can and I can't. It needs work, and I did have somebody look at it and they said, well, just a little while, you'd probably be able to drive it for a little while. I don't have a way to get around. Okay, I'm stuck here. People know I'm stuck here, and some freak is waiting for me to kill me, and you're not going to kill me. I'm so sorry. You're not going to kill me. I need somebody to just get up and move forward towards me and let us get this freak taken care of. Whoever's involved in it. Somebody's wrong on every level for what they've done to me. The Most High has sustained me, and if He sustained me through the summer season, I told Him today. I said, well, you sustained me through all of the summer season, and I'm obviously I walk by faith and not by sight. If it must be, I know you'll have to get me through the winter season. It's cold out there, and I just cry for people who don't have no shelter, because I understand what that must feel like to some degree. To be stretched in my faith, to stand and trust that the Most High is going to come through again for me until He literally punches this piece of nutcase, twisted, gross, demonic person out of my life. What do you want to bring out here for the collective? You'll hold up. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This person's mess, then, even in the upright, she looks like a mess. All right, somebody is on a bunch of thorns. They can't look at themselves. They're a witch. They're a ditch. They're a detached piece of crazy. somewhere. In the negative, if you're born under an air sign, then you are. I read differently. We're not subject to the zodiac, people. The Most High made the heavens, but there's positive and negative in anything. We'd look at the good, but we judge the negative side of things. And this person coming out in the negative is a piece of crazy somewhere. Somebody's a piece of crazy somewhere. They lost their mind somewhere. Okay. Some type of a deceptive, somebody's fixing to get stung real hard in some type of a deceptive situation out here. Look, somebody's under investigation. The stinger goes back to the FBI energy and stuff like that. Somebody in the FBI could be out here cheating around on somebody as well. I don't know. I don't know your story, but I'm not going to take away from the energy that's being seen here. The Seven of Swords, and there's a blonde-headed person also being highlighted here with a brunette masculine energy. If we want to be very precise with the picture, don't have to be, but somebody's been investigated here, then they are for something. Okay, that's 8 swords. That's gel. The 6 of Pentacles could have been a bribe here attached to something. We have the 4 swords coming out here as well. That's about premeditation or resting or death of a person or death of an idea, obviously. I mean, if somebody took a bribe for something, they're fixing to get stung. If that was past energy and somebody died and somebody's being investigated for that matter, then I guess somebody's in trouble then. Okay? When I read a lot of times for, I think it's the Gemini connections, about 2.5 weeks ago, when I would read for real heavy around air energy, specifically the Gemini, they'd have people connected with law enforcement that were secretly around their energy real heavy. If that is a Gemini, I don't know, it could be anybody. The 10 of Wands, the oppression that has been here. Yeah, the oppression that has been here. Show me the 7 of Swords, please. What's going on with this? The 8 of Swords wants to come out. Well, somebody's going to go to jail. They're caught up in something so freaking bad. They're caught up in something so freaking bad out here, man. In a really big way. That somebody does face jail here. Show me that Queen of Swords. We have the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the Empress coming out on her. There's somebody that sets up in a high place somewhere, and she's coming out in the reverse. Then she's somebody so special. She's just like, hey, look at me, and just because I sit somewhere, I'm it type of energy. Could be an older person out here. Something about your mother-daughter energy could also be out here. A pregnancy issue could be out here. This 9 of Wands in this deck talks about somebody who has got a strong tie, and they're always on somebody's back all the time. All the time. And they won't let something go. Well, it's because they're caught up in something. Somebody's caught up in something so big and bad and ferocious here with that energy. And then something around a travel could be out here with the 6 of Swords. Okay, this is about maybe something around a winding road, or that's normally like the boat and stuff that comes out. Somebody could be across seas from you as well. We have somebody, though, that is in some type of a professional place here. If she's turned upside down on an Empress energy that is in the upright, and they've got some type of tie on something because they're an ex jealous of an Empress energy that has all 4 queens within them, then they got a problem out here. Then they've done some nasty stuff. If this is family and an in-law somehow is connected to something with the Queen of Swords, because she can go back to in-laws and things like that, it's done something to somebody here with a strong tie on the situation. It's also going to be read that way as well. Then something's out here with that. Show me the 6 of Pentacles, because that's about evening out the scales or a bribe, or getting the scale. Somebody can get the scales over their head. Somebody will go to jail for something if somebody just get up and do the right thing. They're fixing to get stung and they don't even know it. It's coming up behind a person there. Show me the Six of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Cups. There was an investment here. Something, it would strongly suggest something about family matters here. The root system is growing on top of the ground instead of being nurtured in the ground. Because we have a lying, cheating piece of something, and somebody's upside down, witchy, ditchy. I'm holding on to something. They're crazy. Somebody very mental here. Their brain's nothing but thorns on the inside here. And the person can't even look at themselves in the mirror here. Whatever they invested in, whatever they did, now they're being investigated for that energy to go that way. They're caught up in something now. Okay, this is somebody, this is a Three of Pentacles. It is a third party card, and we see a little bird caught in the thicket here. Somebody's caught in something here. Definitely showing so. They ain't getting out of that. Whatever they're caught up in, having to have strength. I've had words come out of my homemade deck that somebody's house been bugged, okay, or somebody just constantly just on top of somebody's back. They just bugging. Somebody's house probably is bugged, because we've got, you know, that energy real strong here. But this is about having strength. But the strength card also goes back to having to be protected from outside things. It's also births and deaths matters out here. Okay, somebody guilty for something. For why? Because they're in rebellion. This is like, I'm gonna rise up, do what I want, when I want, how I want, and you ain't gonna say nothing to me. Well, somebody is gonna say something to this piece of nuts out here, because what they did was they premeditated something out here on a matter. They sure did. In here, please. The Sun in the reverse. A very willful energy. The Sun right now is in Libra. That could be a Libra as well. Somebody born underneath that sign. Don't have to be. It could be a Leo as well. This is their motto is I will. And somebody will go to jail for something out here on something. This is somebody being humbled. With it coming out in the reverse that way, it's pride and conceit and ego in the negative. It's still a positive card to get, because something positive is going to take place. Queen of Wands at the top of the deck. Could be a Leo. Real strong Leo energy shows up here with the Strength card as well. Don't have to be, but it's here. Again, if you're upright, you're upright. The King of Swords is coming out as well in the hidden. So we have some type of either, you know, divorcees or a marital situation where they're crosswayed with one another, and somebody's upside down. There's cheating out here attached to something going on. In this deck, the King of Swords is talked about that somebody has learned to do right. That's positive. And if somebody's humbled themselves, then somebody will. Otherwise, the King of Swords is real sharp, cold as ice, dangerous type of energy. Professional energy could be out here as well. What else is in the hidden, please? The Six of Cups is in the hidden. Somebody's friend from the past could be out here. Okay, somebody sets up the gate, maybe protects something as well. If there's something perverted that's going on, then there is from the past for some people. Your soulmates are here with the Six of Cups, and this is about returning for forgiveness as well. Okay, somebody's always in nostalgia about the past, and then something with this King of Swords. And humbling the self, wanting to come back and say something, then that's here. Also, the Five of Cups at the top of the deck. This is a very profound picture, and something's happened where somebody's severed out here and can't come back. For some cases, if that's death issues around something, children are attached to something, or something very nasty and perverted has taken place. This is a very profound picture. Somebody's literally just severed a situation out here. And if there's divorces going on around something, then that's what it's showing out here. Secret listening. A construction worker, a worker is out here. Let me move these up here. So that has that same type of feel that we could pull out of the Strength card as well. It's a pictograph of a wall or something like that. And so if you had construction work done somewhere and something's taken place with the matter, then so be it, they did. We have the FBI that is coming out. It shows it right there. Somebody really getting investigated. They think somebody's all up in here and somebody's playing somebody. And they fixing to get stung real, real hard or somebody's sleeping with law enforcement somewhere. That came out the other day. Soulmates are here attached to something that is going on. Something about helping your family is coming out. We have suffering that is coming out. Some people have no idea. We also have a third party that is here. Don't care about the third party, folks. Don't care. The ego, that's the devil card. And you're protected if you're found in him. If you're found in Jehovah, you are protected. Okay, hold on a minute. My cards are flipped over here. We have something about welfare or lack is out here attached to something going on. If somebody's being investigated for some of your cases for fraud with FBI around welfare issues, then something's out here with that thievery there. They play both sides because somebody's being investigated out here. Somebody is for something. Something happened around a misunderstanding. It's quite the shame. We have Yisrael coming out. I just had Israeli. It was a totally different card. It said Israeli on there. Yisrael is here. And we serve the God of Yisrael. He's watching us. The eyes of Jehovah preserve knowledge, and he overthrows the words of the transgressor. Thank you, Jehovah. Something about the beating of a bell or school or something like that. That came out so heavy yesterday. A misunderstanding's out here twice? I guess so. I didn't realize I had that. Something happened around a misunderstanding, folks. I guess something's gotten out of hand out here. Something around a doll. Okay? Whatever that means. Maybe somebody calls you doll. I don't know. A dog pack is here. Okay, well, we do have a dog here. And dogs take you back scripturally to nasty, perverted stuff, folks, and they're unclean animals. Okay? Dogs take you back to so much, and I'm not going to get into it, but anyway, it's here. We've got prostitution stuff, can take you back, control freak issues, can take you back to that nonsense. It says that the righteous shall rejoice when he sees the vengeance of Jehovah, and he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, surely there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is Elohim that judges the earth. And somebody's fixing to get it from the Most High, because he said so yesterday. This just came out in a very profound reading that I was doing on the combination readings. The bear was there, and Russia came out in wording, and then this was there in that reading. It says to attack, to fly around in a circle and to attack somebody like a bird of prey. We have a bird here also entrapped in something here. So anyway, we got somebody flying around on a bird here as well. Somebody needing some strength to get something done as well. There's a pimp out here. Okay, well, the dog can take you back to prostitution. And we got a dog pack out here. We got a bunch of prostitutes out here involved in something, I guess. Stress problems are out here attached to some stuff. Well, something is stressful because there's a bunch of thorns out here. There's unclean stuff. The Most I brought the word unclean, and dogs are unclean. You either repent if you can and let God give you a testimony and turn from that nastiness, or you can't and you're unclean for the rest of your life. I don't know. But I'm not going to take away from what the Most High God says. People laying down with anything and everything and then jumping back in bed and swapping diseases and stuff like that's unethical. Okay? It's unethical. The Most High's been bringing it out over and over and over again. You can do what you want, but I'm just telling you what God says about it. Okay? A depression is here. The foe is here. Somebody losing their credibility. Well, somebody has. Somebody's in the reverse. Somebody that is just, they're just tied on to some matter out here. They're nothing but prickly something. All that money is here. Well, there's a thief out here, folks. Or somebody takes money for sex. It's all out here. Something around a celebration is here. Somebody's guilty. This is a temptation. It's also a guilty card. Somebody is guilty. They're going to go to jail. What else do you want to bring out? A cunning person is here, or a boss, or we have the FBI here, so we also have communication that's coming as well. And then there are gifts, or somebody is going to go to jail for tempting somebody and doing something in a very nasty sexual way somewhere. And if somebody is under investigation, or a prostitute is under investigation, they could be going to jail or getting caught for taking a bribe. This goes back to gifts and bribes and stuff like that. But it's also inheritances, contributions, gifts and stuff like that's also been stolen and rightfully belongs where it belongs. Somebody's done some nonsense out here. Yeah, we have somebody in rebellion. It's here because they're guilty of some nonsense. It's right here. Rebellion card. It's a rune that talks about got a strong compulsory tie. It's all here in this section, okay, with that stupid nonsense going on. Somebody's a crazy. They're very much severed from God Almighty. They're very much severed. Okay, there is no way back for somebody in this matter. They are absolutely, they're separate from God. They are. Whoever that is, look, if you have your conscience, then you have your conscience and you'll do what's right in the eyes of God. Somebody out here don't have their conscience. Somebody out here is in such rebellion. This also is putting somebody out of their necessities and not caring. They're in apathy. They don't care. They're severed. They are. And God's going to let's say why? Because he said so right here. Let's just close it out with this. This is the letter N, or your X is here. There's a pictograph looks like the X. The letter Q is out here in this reading. What else is out here? I think those are the only letters that came out. And the H and the C is out here in this reading. And the G and the L is also out here. So it says that the righteous shall rejoice when he sees the vengeance of Jehovah. And he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, surely, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is Elohim that judges the earth. The person's fixing to really just go out into eternity in a really big way for being that way. That was their choice to be that way. Like I said, they're fixing to get stung in a really bad way. That's what come out. Shalom.